Hey everybody, Big Anklevich here, podcaster, author, and carnivore, and it is day 58 of the Beef, Butter, Bacon, and Eggs Challenge that Marshall, Latham, and I are doing together here on Big Anklevich on Health. All right, before we head over to the videos, I just want to remind you about our Facebook group, Big Anklevich on Health on Facebook. You can find the link down below, and come over and join us. It'd be nice to have, a constructive, a supportive group that can help you do things, that can help you make the right decisions with carnivore and beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, and keto and the like, rather than those that are just there to show you how smart they are. That's what I found in many of the other groups. So yeah, so let's get together and be supportive. That would be wonderful. Okay, let's head over to today's videos. It is day 58, Friday, and today I ate the last of my brisket. Huge thing of brisket, and I just put it in the microwave and warmed it up, and I ate it with a bunch of butter, and it's pretty good. I kept going until I finished it all. Really stuffed myself to get to the end of it, and that was it for me. That's what I had. It was pretty good, I have to say. My cat, I thought I would show this picture. My cat came over, and while I was eating it, came over and sat next to me and just stared at me and said, "Hey, toss me some." Because that's what she does. The cat hates me and will not come to me for any other reason than because I am eating meat. But yeah, since Marshall showed the shot of his dog, I thought I'd show the shot of my bacon cat. But yeah, that's what I had today, and it was a pretty good day, so we'll leave it at that.
Hey there, it's day 58 of the Beef, Butter, Bacon, and Egg Challenge. And that was yesterday for me. Today is Saturday. Yesterday was Friday. Sorry about my eyes. I mowed the lawn this morning, and man, my allergies are really acting up today. So that's just the way it is. But yesterday, day 58, I did 2 meals a day. I've seen people call that TMAD, which I don't know. It's not as cool as OMAD, right? Come on. But anyway, I had a hamburger patty that I needed to eat up. So I ate that up. It was around noon, maybe a little bit before noon. Just cooked the patty, and then I cooked 3 fried eggs and just had 3 fried eggs kind of on top, kind of around the hamburger. And ate that up kind of as a midday meal, or I don't know, it's kind of a snack because I wasn't like eating a full, what I would usually consider a big meal for myself. But anyway, I had that. And then later on that night, early in the morning, I should say, I put 2 little racks of beef ribs in the slow cooker. And I just put some water in the bottom of it. I set the ribs up in the slow cooker, and I put it on for 10 hours, and I let it cook. And that, just at night, I got home, and we had to get to the football game. So I didn't have a lot of time, but I had enough time to take out those ribs and eat all the, and literally falling off the bones. I couldn't even pick it up with the bones because the bones would just come out of the meat. And so I had to, carefully extrude the meat and the bones out with forks, and to make sure I got all the meat out of the liquid down below, and then put that on the plate and ate that meat. Man, it was so good. It's been a while since I've eaten a lot of ribs, or I don't think I've ever had just beef ribs, to be honest with you. And usually if I have ribs, either pork ribs or beef ribs, it's smothered in barbecue sauce, and that tastes really good. But it tastes really good without the barbecue sauce too. I got done eating, and I'm like, you know what? I was missing out on so much flavor I did put salt and pepper on both sides of the ribs before I put it in. So I did prepare a little bit with salt and pepper, but I didn't put a lot. I didn't let it ruminate with the salt for very long because I didn't have a lot of time in the morning. So, it was seasoned a little bit, but man, just the goodness from those bones and the meat cooking all day long in the slow cooker. Man, that was tasty. It was so good. And now this is just bargain or clearance items that my wife had got at Winco. I guess if you go to Winco in the middle of the week, that's when they have some good deals on some clearance items. And she brought that home. We froze it up, and then I let it thaw out for a day, at least a day. And then, yeah, I put them in the slow cooker this morning. So, yeah, man, good stuff. I highly recommend eating those. I did save up the bones for to making a bone broth later on and put those back in the freezer. They still had a lot of stuff inside the bones. You could tell the marrow was still in there. So, yeah, lots of good stuff to extrude from those bones later on. We did finally get our order of, we ordered a quarter of a cow, and we finally picked that up the other day and got it all in the freezer. I haven't eaten any of that yet. I still want to finish off the other meat that we have before I dig into that stuff. But I'm looking forward to it, man. It was, it was less meat than I thought it was going to be, which is kind of sad. But at the same time, it's going to be enough meat for quite a while. So I think it'll be worth it in the end. I know the quality will be fantastic. Well, I'm banking on that, right? Anyway, that's it for day 58. And yeah, keep going, man. Keep going. Wherever you're at, whether you're doing beef, butter, bacon, and egg, if you're just doing carnivore, or if you're some form of carnivore, ketovore, something like that, keep going and try new things. Try to go even more than what you're doing now. It's interesting to experiment and find out, what you can eat and all the good things. I've tried so many things that I haven't tried my whole life, just because I'm doing beef, butter, bacon, and egg, or just because I'm doing carnivore. It's kind of fun to explore new things and just find out what's out there and what you can do, even with a restricted what you can eat. Anyway, onward.
That's right. Whatever you're doing, keep going. Doesn't even matter if you're doing crack, just keep going. Now that is a joke. Hopefully you are not doing crack, and if you are, don't keep going. Stop. It's interesting. That's one of those things, like Marshall was saying in his video, one of the big advantages of carnivore. Once you stop bombarding your taste buds with sugar all the time, you find that there are so many other tastes out there. So much stuff tastes so much better than it used to you. Things that used to be plain and uninteresting all of a sudden are really great because you're able to taste them. You're not, it's like if you had the freaking speakers turned all the way up to 11, and it's just blasting and blasting. And then you turn them all the way down to 1, and you suddenly start hearing things that you couldn't hear before. And that's a similar thing that you get with carnivore. Once you dial the overstimulation of your taste buds back, you find that there's a lot of tastes to be had among the foods that we eat. A lot of people think, oh, I could never eat carnivore. It'd be so boring. But it's not true. Once you allow your taste buds to taste things, it turns out that it's not boring at all. There's just a wealth of flavors, and it's really wonderful. It's one of my favorite things about carnivore, and one of the reasons why I will stick with it. There are many reasons why I will stick with it, and that is one of them. And I'm just going to leave it at that today. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys next time on Big Anklevich on Health.